It's Charlie here, back with another album review. Today, I'll be reviewing Nothing Nowhere's new album, Ruiner. Holy crap, I'm not even sure where to start with this review. I don't want to hit y'all with so much at once, but this album really did hit me like a freight train. I have to admit, I'm very new to Nothing Nowhere. The first time I ever heard of him is when I reported the story about him canceling tour dates. But I decided to check him out, because I was especially curious about his whole aesthetic. Then I found out about his album coming out, and I knew I had to check it out and review it. Before listening to the new album, I went back and listened to some of his older work to get a feel for him. I won't get into my review on that stuff, that's not what you're here for. So let's get into the new album. Ruiner is by far one of my favorite albums of the year. I know we're only a third of the way through it, but I'm serious, y'all. This album is near God perfection. One of the reasons I've fallen in love with this artist is because of his style. Not only is he an amazing lyricist and rapper, but he talks about a lot of subjects so in depth that you don't really see in the mainstream, especially not rap. Discussing suicide, depression, anxiety, all of that is extremely heavy, but it all needs to be talked about as well. This album, while having some very dark subjects, is still a bit more upbeat than Reaper in its musical style. It fits though. It's not too weird of a change or usage that it gets annoying. It's very enjoyable, and each track seems to perfectly fit his style of rapping for that song. To put it simply, in a lot of mainstream rap, the focus is on a really awesome beat that you can focus on throughout the song, not necessarily the lyrics. In Ruiner, the beats are awesome, but they are not the focus. They don't mold the song, at least they don't seem to. They seem to only be a push-up bra for his lyrics, which really takes center stage. He has a way of making it like the beat is molding to his words instead of the other way around, and that's how I like it. It's so creative and smooth. The songs have such a nostalgic and emotional feel. Hammer is a fun song, talking about how hard it was for him to come up and where he is now. He's bragging, but not in a negative way. It's more, he's earned the right to, with how hard he's worked, from where he's come to where he is now.
High school, they would laugh, try to label. Eating lunch with nobody at my table. Everyone I used to doubt got a day job. I just made a few stacks off a merch drop. It's about time that they go and take me serious. If you not feeling this, you probably delirious. I'm on one, yes I'm on one. They can never be me, cause I'm the reaper in the dreams.
The song Better is special to me personally, and you can feel the frustration and the heart that he put into this song, talking about where he comes from, what's changed, and what all matters to him. Ruiner, I have to admit, is the most emotional breakup type song I've ever heard in my life. It broke my heart listening to it. The raw emotion, the sadness, anger, everything compiled into one. I'm not sure how he managed to create a song that automatically encompasses all those feelings and envelops empathy onto the listener, but it works. It's a song that talks so openly about depression, suicidal thoughts, and the like. It's a song that so many people can hear and go, oh my god, he gets it, he knows it. It's extremely well done, and it's no wonder it's the title track.
Oh no, what your mama gonna say when I tell her that I broke your heart? It's just things aren't the way that they used to be. Oh no, now you crying on the bathroom floor and I guess it's the end. Well, I lost my mind and I lost my best friend.
Sayer is more of a chill vibe song that has an angsty undertone that almost makes you want to punch a window, but you're too sad to. Overall, this album is pretty much a masterpiece in my opinion. It encaptures emotion in its raw and most poetic form simultaneously. I think everyone can relate to this album. Everyone can find something in this album that makes them go, that's me. It does a perfect job of not only telling his personal experiences, but doing it in such a way it seems like he's speaking to the listener's soul about their own experiences. It's an album that says you're not alone. It makes the listener feel understood, not abandoned in the world, and I think that's an important job for music to be able to do. Of course, don't just take my word for it. Go listen, decide for yourself. It's much more fun that way. Especially if you've never listened to Nothing Nowhere. I think this album is a great one to start with. I give this album a 10 out of 10 Grim Reapers. That's it for me. And as always, thanks for tuning in and tuning out the world for a bit. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. If you'd like to follow me and my love for music, the link to my Twitter's in the description. And wherever you are, have a great day. And as always, this is Charlie, signing off.